Welcome to the Sunday Night Shooters edition of Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer. Today, we're going to create a layered cocktail. This is called the Autumn Leaf Shooter, or whatever, Autumn Leaf Cocktail Shooter thing. It's going to have Galliano, creme de menthe, and brandy. We're using the Jacques Cardin VSOP, very special old pale, I think. Brandy, we're using your standard creme de menthe. It's the green. I would stick with green. It doesn't say which one, but I'm going to guess green because you're going for the leaf of autumn. And if you have leaves in autumn and you're not using, pine trees. What else doesn't do it? Palm trees. Listen, if you've got palm trees, I don't even want any complaints because that's awesome. So we have leaves that fall off of our trees. So they get this in the autumn even. So smells so good. It's like an anise, black licorice type thing. So you're gonna get that color. It's gonna be layered. So let's layer it up. I'll show you what it looks like. And what we're going to do is it calls for ½ ounce of each. It depends on your shot glass. I'm using this one because it's cool and everybody's jealous that I have it. And what happens with this one is I start to run out of room when it gets too full. So I'm just making this up as I go along. And that really means I'm not going to do ½ ounce, ½ ounce, ½ ounce. So it's going to be creme de menthe, Galliano, which is the yellow one. I need a strainer, or not a strainer. What are these things called? A spoon for layering. So what we'll do is layer the yellow on top of the green. And that requires some excellent precision on my part. Actually, it's not that bad. The Galliano layers extremely well. Let's see. Yep, on top of the creme de menthe. And then the brandy is very much the same. Hard lines. You could splash if you want softer lines, I think. They really do like to layer well, though. So you may have a hard time breaking those layers. The end result may look something like this. It's got extremely fine lines. No blurriness at all. These alcohols definitely hate each other, so they layer perfectly. And if you think about it, it kind of looks like a fall. You got the green, kind of the yellow, and then the brown tips as it's starting to die. I love how fall makes it look like. Fall is all about death. It even sounds bad, fall. Autumn, whatever. So now these are unlikely candidates. I would have never thought of pairing brandy with creme de menthe and then throwing some Galliano on there. And I haven't had this. You had this. You think it's okay? You like it?
It's different.
It's different? Minty. Oh, it's got to be minty. So if you hate mint, you're going to hate this. Let's give it a try. I love mint. It tastes like those little mint candies. Those white ones. Maybe even almost a peppermint, but you're right. There's an abundance of mint. Smoothness of brandy. Like the after effects, the mint just coats your mouth, but you get a little of that warm brandy, like makes me think eggnog, brandy and eggnog. I love brandy. Maybe we should do that as an episode. Kind of boring, but it's fun. Also, which I didn't do, you could do in this one if you're into it, is you could throw some nutmeg. I didn't remember to put the nutmeg on it, but you could dash a little nutmeg on top, which makes me think eggnog. I don't taste a lot of black licorice. So if you've always been kind of averted to the black licorice flavor, this might be a good introduction just to see if you taste it at all. They pair well. Odd. Definitely odd. There's no doubt. It's different. Very minty. So maybe mint tends to be a holiday thing. Mint and peppermint and Christmas and Hanukkah. So there you go. That is your Sunday Night Shooter. I'm your host, Derek Schomer for EverydayDrinkers.tv. We're teaching you how to drink.